Well, I hope I convinced you that Oak is really cool and really powerful, but we don't want to talk all the time about Oak, right? What about talking about other programs and the bash command line? Let's use split, for example. If you see here, I have a file that is called FASTQ file 1MFQ. The 1M stands for 1 million rows, and we can count that if you wish, and then it says that there is 1 million rows in that file. Let's assume that's not really very big, but let's assume it is. And then we want to create smaller files than this one containing 1 million. Let's say we want to have subfiles or subsets of that file that contain only 100,000 reads or lines per file. So to do that, we can type simply a split, and then we could specify lines, and then says that we want 100,000 lines in the file FASTQ. Something happened there. Let's see what it was. And now you see that there is a series of files that were created here, and all of them start with the letter X, lowercase x. If we count the lines of those files, and then you see that all of them contains 100,000 lines. This is a very powerful way to divide in that. Of course, this is very unusual way of naming files. So let's try to do something a little bit more human readable. All files that start with X, then semicolon, do whatever we specify here. We will just say list the number. Oh, sorry, I have to assign that to a variable. For file in whatever file start with X, just print simply the name of that file, and you can see that we have iterated along all the files that we just generated with the split. If we want to rename that to something that is more human readable, and then we can move that file to another file name that will be identical but will contain FQ at the end, because indeed the type of data contained in those files is FASTQ file. And then when I do that, you see that those files already contain the FQ's extension, and that makes more sense, right? I will delete them now just to have our working space clean. And to do that, I will just simply use a wildcard and say remove anything that starts with X, has anything in between, and finishes with FQ. And now you see that we have removed in batch all those files.